Well, absolutely, and let's see if it remains boring or if it gets a little bit interesting a little bit later. But for now, let's also take a look at buy now, sell now, Paathshaala, because it's that time of the week when we get you technical analysis from Kunal, and Gravestone Doji is what we're looking at today. Kunal, this is a bearish candlestick pattern, isn't it?
Yeah, so I think the mood of the market itself over the last 1 or 2 weeks has been a bit negative. And that's why I've taken this very interesting candlestick pattern, Gravestone Doji. Now, for traders who know a bit about technical analysis, they would understand that just going by the name as well as the parameters of the candlestick pattern, it indicates that it's a start or an onset of negativity or downtrend which comes back into the asset classes. So the first and most important point is that it's a bearish candlestick pattern, or it denotes an upcoming trend which is on the negative side. Now the second, the most important part, it's a strong signal. So there are candlestick patterns which are mild, which are very average, and there are candlestick patterns which are very strong. Gravestone Doji is one of the strongest candlestick pattern signaling a downtrend. And the third and the most important part is generally the occurrence of this candlestick pattern is generally seen at the major top for an asset class or for an index as such. So I've taken two examples over here, one from a stock and the other from the index. We look at the charts over here. The first one which we are looking at is Exide Industries, and very recently we saw the stock going into a very strong uptrend. So if you remember, there was this phase of major uptrend where Exide Industries formed a bottom. This was in the month of March, when the stock was almost at 250 levels. From here started a major series of an uptrend. In the process of this uptrend, the stock formed a high which was around the 600 levels. This candlestick pattern which you're seeing is a formation of a Gravestone Doji. So this indicates that the stock for the first time started to show signs of negativity, and this could be signaling a major top in place for the stock over the near to medium term. This is the weekly chart, and imagine from the month of June, when the stock formed this Gravestone Doji pattern, for the next 3 subsequent months the stock has been trading into a downtrend, and from 600 levels the stock had corrected back towards almost 450, which is a decent correction of almost 20-25% for the stock, and that too on the back of this one major candlestick pattern which signals a major top. So a major revival happens when the stock breaks past above the previous swing highs. We look at one more index or one more chart, and this time around it's the index which I am signaling, which has formed a Gravestone Doji pattern. So this as you can see is the charts for Bank Nifty, and the formation of this Gravestone Doji pattern which happened over here at 54,000 plus levels for the Bank Nifty resulted into the index going into a sharp correction, and the last 3 weeks we've shed almost 4,000 to 4,500 points for the Bank Nifty itself. So that's the importance and the significance of Gravestone Doji. Generally, when you spot this on charts, on asset classes, indices, on the longer term time frame, it has very deep repercussions over a medium to long term time frame charts.
There comes a time when your heart calls for you to arise. Plant your feet solid into the ground. Decide your own limits, and then break right through them. Become something more. It's my time to rise.